Hi everyone and welcome to 16 Figure Focus, and in this video we're going to talk about the fact that Hot Toys eventually gave us a Padmé from Attack of the Clones. Let's get started. Alright, so last week I did a short video on Anakin and Padmé the morning they actually got released. It was last Tuesday, so now I know it's been a week, but I never really got around to making my individual pre-order previews on both of these figures, so this is one of them now. So this is the Hot Toys 1/6 scale Padmé from Attack of the Clones. It's part of the Phase 2 of the 20th anniversary Attack of the Clones. They originally released 5 figures, announced 5 figures from Attack of the Clones back around May 4th. So it was the battle damaged R2 or weathered, the Attack of the Clones R2D2 and C3PO. And the C3PO was gotten really heavily worn, had to swap out battle droid, which they also teased, and a clone pilot, and I'm missing one. Oh, the normal clone. Now, I believe all of them, or many of them, have actually hit waitlist on Sideshow. Now, we don't know yet if like Hot Toys are actually producing less of these, or Sideshow just ordering more because they obviously over-ordered before, and a lot of people canceled and stuff like that, and they were stuck with stock. That's the theory anyway. But we don't know if it's Hot Toys have dialed back their production, or if it's just Hot Toys production are the same and Sideshow have ordered less, or maybe Sideshow, their order numbers directly informs Hot Toys, but who knows. Anyway, so this was the next phase, or part of the next phase, Padmé, Anakin, and they're going to do a Mace Windu and a Super Battle Droid, which they haven't actually put up for pre-order yet. So look, this is $270 pre-order product, and it's due for release. Just going to get the details here now, 1 second. Pre-order product $270 and due for release, January, basically a year. January 2024 to June 2024. I really don't like the way they have these like 6-month windows. Like it used to be 3 months and now it's 6 months. Ever since the announcement of the Hot Toys Batman, the same day they released announced the Batman from the Batman movie, the Robert Pattinson one. They had like the regular Batman, the Bat Signal, the deluxe, and then the whole big kit with the deluxe Batman and the Signal. That was the first time we saw these expected release windows double from 3 months or 1 quarter to 6 months or 2 quarters. So this particular figure, $270 pre-order preview, pre-order product. God, use your words today, you're very bad. Are you still watching this? So what does she come with? Now I'm flicking through this and I don't think there's actually a page in what she comes with. Or maybe this one's actually it. Yeah, this is it. Okay, she doesn't come with much, right? So it's the figure herself with that kind of white outfit that she had in Geonosis before it got heavily battle damaged. This base, I'm not gone on this base to be honest. Just your typical base with these like parts on it. I presume these are in Geonosis. It's been a long time since I've seen this, but I think that looks a little lame. It's like, oh, here we'll make it different. We'll put 2 pieces of plastic on it. Yeah, look, I'm assuming it's something to do with from Geonosis. I just can't remember off the top of my head. 3 swap out hands, that's not much. The blaster, so you've got the blaster and the kind of a bigger blaster, so a handgun and the kind of almost rifle style one. And this headdress, which I actually think is pretty cool, but pretty sure it didn't appear on screen, and a lot of people don't like it, which is fair enough. The initial thoughts, I see a lot of people, they were actually blown away by these. Like in my kind of original video, like I literally saw them drop on their Hot Toys Facebook and Instagram, and I immediately made a video, and my initial thoughts, and they haven't really changed too much. I'm obviously not going to pick this up because I don't collect prequels, and like I never was really. I only have 1 prequels figure in my collection, that's Commander Cody, and that's just because I collect troopers, and I'm just a trooper so good that I didn't want to pass it up. So it falls into my trooper collection as opposed to my prequels collection. My prequels collection doesn't exist. So this particular figure, I don't think the head sculpt is as good as a lot of people. I don't think this is a slam dunk. Definitely don't think this is a slam dunk. This is not a 10 out of 10. I don't think it's a 9 out of 10. I think it's best it's an 8 out of 10. I think 6 is not part of the conversation. 7, I don't think so. I think it's around an 8. Now, the reason I'm a bit like torn on the head sculpt is because this here looks like a movie. I'm pretty sure I saw a movie promo photo of her, and she looked very like this. Like that's Natalie Portman. Like they haven't like 100% nailed it, but it's pretty damn close. So I think this is like a solid 8. Is it a bad head sculpt? Absolutely not. Is it a perfect head sculpt? Again, absolutely not. This is like above the par, bordering on strong head sculpt. I definitely think it's a strong head sculpt. Even like the hair looks rooted, but it's actually sculpt. Obviously Hot Toys has increased their sculpted hair recently. They're doing a lot better with that. And $270, I think maybe people thought this was going to be a bit more expensive, but then you flick here and like I think the tailoring looks good. Like this is the outfit she had. I think they've got her, like, you know, her physique right. I do think it looks like Natalie Portman, but at certain angles it looks a lot stronger and certain angles weaker. And I think like the definition of a 10 or even like a 9 is that the head sculpt looks like the person's supposed to be at all angles, not just one or two. I think that's what lets it down. Like this looks fantastic there. I think this is probably the strongest angle on it. It looks hyper real as a human. There's no question like that. It'd be very hard, like if you took a quick look at this or showed someone like a quick look at this, I don't think they'd be able to tell that it's a 6 scale figure. So it does look like hyper real in that sense, but I just, in terms of the how close it is to Natalie Portman, I think that's where I bring it down again. So I think it's about an 8. I don't think 7 is part of the conversation. Maybe a 7.5. No, I think this angle here, it's an 8. I don't think 7 is part of the conversation. So, but I wouldn't give it much more than an 8, to be honest. That one there is like one of the situations where it looks a bit weaker and less like her. I know I can see her there, but she's not as good in the other one. Yeah, I can definitely see Natalie Portman then. I think an 8 is a fair, but not here. Not here. I see a lot of people saying she looks like Millie Bobby Brown. I can kind of see it there, like an older version of her. The blaster looks cool. She doesn't come with much, but the two blasters, the handheld blaster she comes, that's a really classy looking handpiece there. That looks pretty cool. I think the tailoring looks good, and I like the kind of the belt with the little pouch and stuff like that. All in all, people wanted a Padmé. They have a Padmé. I can see Natalie Portman here, but it's just not like 100% there for me. So sculpt is an 8. Tailoring looks good. Accessory she comes with look pretty cool. Even this headdress, I actually don't mind this. I actually think that looks quite cool. But I see a lot of people not liking it at all, and I don't think it appeared on screen, to be honest. I thought it was very strange. I think I remember this. Now I could be misremembering, but I don't remember this. But anyway, let me know if I'm wrong in the comment section down below. But yeah, look, I won't be picking this, but look, this is one of those classic cases. That looks phenomenal. That looks very good, in fairness. I won't be picking this up, but this is one of those cases that I'm just really, really happy for the community. There's a lot of people who grew up with the prequels, and that's their Star Wars. There's been people clamoring and crying out for this for years. It was teased a few years back. So I'm going to pass on it because it's not for me. But like, I'm just really, really happy and stoked for all the people out there that wanted a Padmé, and now they have one. So yeah. And 270 seems reasonable enough for this particular character, bearing in mind what she comes with. Yeah, that's it. So if you want to support the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. Let me know if you're picking this guy. I about to need to say this guy. That was so insulting to Natalie Portman. Apologies. Let me know if you're picking her up or not. You can also follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. That's it. That's the end of the video. See you in the next one. Good luck.